Good morning, dear students. Welcome to our GS Lesson 2, One Country, Two Systems. Just go through the reminders before we begin the lesson. I'll give you a few seconds. If you don't have things ready, it's the time now to get your things organized. Let's look at the schedule of the day. First, we'll recap our last lesson, what we studied in the last lesson. Second, we'll move to the topics such as regional affairs and national affairs, what makes the regional affairs, and what are the affairs which are under the control of the People's Republic of China. Lastly, you have the worksheet 1.1. Now this worksheet is a bit detailed worksheet, and to complete this worksheet, you may have to revise the unit 1, and Mrs. Desai has posted a couple of pages, the textbook pages, in case some students who do not have the textbook on hand. So it's a good practice to do some revision before you do this worksheet. Before we begin today's lesson, let's just do a little recap. So the first one, what is one country, two system? That's our unit 1. So when we say one country, two systems, the one country that we refer to is China. China is a mother country, and the two systems are the one system that they have in China and the other system that they have for Hong Kong and Macau. That's a special administrative region, and we know why China has a special administrative system for Hong Kong and Macau. Okay, so that is called one country and two systems. And under one country, two systems, what special powers does Hong Kong have which people in China don't have? Okay, that is something we covered as well. Now, even though Hong Kong is an integral part of China, it has a different system, administrative system, and it's called Hong Kong SAR. That means Hong Kong Special Administrative Region of China. Right? We are part of China, but we have more freedom. We have special judicial powers. That's why it's a special administrative region. And besides, so under that, what is different? Our currencies are different. In China, they have the renminbi. And what do we have in Hong Kong? Yes, we have Hong Kong dollars in Hong Kong. Can we spend Hong Kong dollars in China? No, we have to change it to their currency. And can they change, and can they pay up here? No, before paying, they have to do the conversion. Okay, so our currencies are different, the flags are different. We looked at the regional flag and the national flag, right? The national flag is a flag that belongs to China. That is our national flag. And the regional flag of Hong Kong is the red flag that we have with 5 bohemian petals and stars inside. That is our regional flag. And we also looked at the national symbol, which has to be present national symbol of China, and now this national symbol has to be present on all government offices, the official documents, because this is a national symbol. Passports are different. Okay, however, it has the national symbol on top of both the passports. Okay, our passports are issued in Hong Kong, their passports are issued in China. Languages are different as well. In Hong Kong, Cantonese is the official language, and after that they do have Putonghua, but Cantonese is the official language for all official documents, and also we have all our government official documents in English as well, because Hong Kong was ruled by Britishers for 100 years, and so English is one of the official language here as well. Whereas in China, Putonghua is the official language. So these are some of the differences that we covered in the last lesson. And in today's lesson, we will talk about national and regional affairs. In this slide, we look at what are the regional affairs. Now, the region here is Hong Kong. Hong Kong has a lot of activities, affairs, such as that the government has to take care of. activities or affairs such as education, how to keep Hong Kong clean, environmental hygiene, law and order, housing, about maintaining certain green areas to provide good facilities for its citizens, for its permanent residents, transport and power supplies, to provide good medical facilities. Now, all these things Hong Kong government is responsible to take care of. That is the special freedom that we have. Everything, because before Hong Kong was handed over to China, this was taken care by Hong Kong people, by Hong Kong government. So even after the handover, the Chinese government still maintained the same. They said the normal life of Hong Kong people and the government will not be affected. You can still continue to do what you used to do before. Okay, so before the handover, the education was monitored by the Hong Kong government, and now it's still monitored by Hong Kong government. So likewise, law and order, we still have Hong Kong police, which takes care of law and order in Hong Kong. Environmental hygiene, our government, it has its policies in place, and our government takes care of environmental hygiene, transport, public transport, medical facilities, hospitals, and many other activities and affairs. These are very few highlighted here. So your job is to find out what other regional affairs are managed by the government of Hong Kong SAR. Okay, you have to do some research and give me 2 examples, because these are not the only 4 things that the Hong Kong government takes care of. Hong Kong government takes care of a lot of things. It takes care of the elderly, it takes care of the minority, it takes care of many other activities in Hong Kong, like public housing, greener Hong Kong. Okay, so you have to find out what other 2 activities that the Hong Kong government is responsible for. So this is called regional affairs. Region is smaller than a nation. When we say nation, that means a bigger one. That means China. And China is a big country, and it has many small provinces and regions, and Hong Kong is one region, and that's why it's called regional affairs. Now, we looked at the regional affairs in the last slide. In this slide, we'll take a look at national affairs. I told you a few seconds back what is national and what is regional. Region is a small region, okay? When we talk about national affairs or nation, it is one big nation, and that is China. Now, after the handover, the Chinese government said they will take care of 2 affairs, and those affairs are the military forces and the Ministry of Foreign Affairs. Now, you can argue that why do they want to take care of these 2 affairs? Because foreign relationships, foreign affairs, and military forces are very important and crucial affairs for the sovereignty of any nation, for the security of any nation, and to protect its citizen. Okay, so these are like you have to be very powerful to maintain like a good military force, and Hong Kong is a very small region. We don't have our own military, and Hong Kong is also an integral part of China, so it's China's responsibility to take care of Hong Kong in case if it's like threatened by outside forces, or if it's attacked by outside military or someone. It's the responsibility of the Chinese government to take care of the people of the Hong Kong SAR. So military forces, the entire military is the responsibility of the People's Republic of China. That is one affair that the Chinese government is responsible for, and the other is Ministry of Foreign Affairs. Okay, now the Ministry of Foreign Affairs is like it deals with all foreign relationships. That means now Hong Kong is an integral part of China, and so no foreign country, say for example, there are many foreign countries we know of, they cannot come and do any activity that is illegal or a threat to the Chinese government. Okay, so it's taken care by Foreign Affairs. Now, your question is to discuss why is the Central... Okay, yeah, I just gave you the answer, but still I want you to discuss why the Central People's Government takes care of the foreign affairs and the defense of the Hong Kong SAR. Why? Okay, come up with one good point, one good solid point. Why Hong Kong SAR cannot take care of the military and it cannot take care of the foreign affairs. So it's your job to find some research, think, and give me the answers. And also I want you to click on the link below. It says Article 13 and 14, and I want you to find out about the affairs of the Hong Kong SAR that are managed by the People's Government. How does it say in our basic law in Article 13 and 14? So I want you to find that out. Okay, so what did we learn in this unit? Okay, let's just revise. We learned the unit is one country, two systems. What is the one country here? China. Two systems? The special administrative system that we have in Hong Kong. That's why Hong Kong is called Hong Kong Special Administrative Region. Okay, and the system they have in China for the Chinese people. That is one system. Now, when was this signed? Okay, now Hong Kong was returned to China on 1st July 1997. And under this, we have greater degree of autonomy, and that is called Basic Law. Basic Law is our constitutional document, like how I told you last time. Like it's like how we have CMS Student Handbook, which tells us the rule. The Basic Law tells the rules for the permanent residents of Hong Kong, how they have to behave as a responsible citizen, what they can do, what they cannot do. Okay, because with freedom comes responsibility. And also under Hong Kong SAR, under the Basic Law, we have higher degree of autonomy, and there are certain affairs which are the regional affairs. That means they are controlled by, they are managed by the Hong Kong government, whereas there are two affairs which come under national affairs, and they are managed by the People's Republic of China. Okay, so do some research on why these two affairs are managed by the People's Republic of China. Now, before we go, remember to do the worksheet 1.1 and also complete the Google form.